Hey, good morning, sports bettors. It is Matt Modi here with OddsJam, and in this video, we're locking in some college basketball bets for tonight. So we have some pretty good games going on tonight. The biggest one, of course, being Texas versus Gonzaga. But for this video, I'm just going to be hopping on OddsJam, hopping on the positive expected value page, and locking in some sharp, mathematically profitable college basketball bets. So let me give this bad boy a refresh, make sure that I'm working with the most up-to-date odds, and let's start locking in some plays. So the first one that I wanted to lock in here was this Columbia versus Delaware State. We're rocking with Columbia minus 7.5, minus 105 at Circa Sports. So let me go ahead and lock this bad boy in. Columbia minus 7.5, just going to put a small half of a unit play on this one, Columbia minus 7.5. That bet has been placed, so let's chat about it. The most important thing, of course, is what's under these no vig odds here, these numbers under the no vig odds. OddsJam, can be basically viewed as the OddsJam perfect line, or the true line of what a sportsbook should truly be priced at. The way it works is OddsJam pulled lines from the sharpest sportsbooks in the world. They learned this, and they know which ones are the best by backtesting previous betting opportunities. So basically saying, hey, historically, these sportsbooks do the best job at pricing odds. Guess what? We're going to use them to set the lines moving forward. And we're just going to try to beat those lines, which is exactly what we're doing here in this video. So the no vig odds that OddsJam calculates, the true line of this market is priced at about minus 108. Circa is offering it at minus 105. There you have it, your positive expected value. But of course, before locking in a play, because it's any play that shows up here on the EV page is going to be mathematically profitable. What you want to do extra to make sure that you're placing the best of the best is just look into the markets themselves and look into every sports book to see where they're pricing it. So Circa at minus 105, let's look across the board at all the other sports books. The closest is Tipico at minus 117, but all the other sportsbooks are are farther away than the Circa line, I should say. Pinnacle, minus 118. Bet Rivers, minus 118. Tipico, minus 117. DraftKings, minus 125. All of them have it as a pretty decently more favorable likely outcome to occur than the Circa lines at minus 105. If you view this event page in a new tab, it pulls up where every sportsbook's priced the spread at. So we got it at minus 7.5. Looks like literally every sportsbook that prices this has the main line at either 8 or 8.5. So more favorable for the favorite, right? At minus 8, we have Betfred, Caesars, DraftKings, WinBet, Bet Rivers, Bet365, BetOnline. And this one's important because BetOnline is one of the sharpest sportsbooks in the world. Between them and Pinnacle, we kind of use them to set the line. Pinnacle has this at minus 8 as well, and then looks like FanDuel has it at minus 8.5. So the minus 7.5 is a pretty good line when you compare to the rest of the betting markets. So Columbia minus 7.5, I like a lot. Let me add this one to my bet tracker. I put a half unit, $50 on this one. Bet has been placed. So let's keep going. The next one that I was going to look at that I liked was this Marist versus Lehigh, also on Circa, minus 112. Going to go ahead and lock this one in as well. And I'm going to put another half unit on this one. So we're looking at Marist versus Lehigh. Should be over 138.5 at minus 112 odds. Perfect. Another half unit on this one. That bet has been placed. So let's chat about this one as well. Minus 112 is what we locked it in at. Minus 115 is what the no vig odds have this one priced at. So right there, the gap between these two numbers is your positive EV. Looking across the board, Pinnacle, minus 130. Bet Rivers, minus 134. Tipico, minus 130. DraftKings, minus 130. All have it significantly more favorable to occur than the minus 112 that we got at Circa. And then again, let's open this one up in an event page. Open up the new tab. So we took the over 138.5, minus 112 at Circa. Looks like most other sports books, every other sports book that prices this line has it above this number. And this 139.5 is a full point higher. PointsBet, FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings. Looks like, and BetOnline, as you can see here, have this at 139.5. And then we see 140.5, a full point and a half higher. Betfred, WinBet, Bet365, Fox Bet, which is this one right here. And then looks like Pinnacle has it at 140 as well. And then we see some sports books have it at 140.5, which is a full 2 points higher, which is just crazy. The amount that you can beat the closing line if you're just line shopping and making sure that you're comparing your individual bet to the rest of the betting market. So second play, Marist versus Lehigh over 138.5. Another play that I put just a half of a unit on, $50 on this one. Click save. That bet has been placed. And that is going to be it for these college basketball bets for today. 2 of them for you guys to lock in. If you do, comment on the video and let me know if you're tailing. But that's all I got for you guys. So appreciate you watching and have a good one.